Hello my delicious friends, it's Hearts of Iron 4 time. It's Kaiserreich mod time as well. The German Empire won World War I. We have here little friendly syndicalist friends. America isn't looking that great. We have here syndicalists as well. And we're playing as Brazil to form basically the second Brazilian empire, because Kaiserreich Empire kind of the theme here. And I will comment on everything that's going around here. Like, there will be terror, war, and everything around us. But I want to navigate ourselves through the Brazilian Civil War, which will happen. I haven't played as Brazil yet. So that will be interesting for me. Here we have the Imperial Restoration. With the unity through faith and everything. That's interesting. Good, and I want to get more research slots. We have one here. We can't do this yet because Black Monday hasn't happened yet, but we have another research slot here. Let's go for that. And also a doctrine bonus, which is kind of nice. And we have here something, infrastructure stuff is here as well. I want to go into that as well, because factories. Here's a Civil War thing. I may or may not get around. I'm not sure if I can manage that. But we see if it comes to that. We can't do this, so let's actually go for this here. Uneasy peace. I'm experienced and it gets bonuses here. Want a bit of political power, though we can't get any. Okay, never mind then. Let's go for that. Let's do construction. I want to build infrastructure. Infrastructure is really bad. If you get into a civil war where you have to fight here, that will be a terrible pain. But first off, get some civilian factories. Around about here, let's would be 5 and 2 more, and then I want to start on some military factories here in the backland. And after that, I want a bit of infrastructure here, like this. We get some infrastructure from our focuses as well, but about that later. First things first, research time, always. And next thing will be pushing the industry. Please, 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 please. Let's have that. And here construction time as well. Free military factories and free dockyards. We even have dockyards, one of those. That's great. Let's have a convoy. And let's go for whatever we can do. We have some planes, naval bombers and stuff like that. That's interesting. But no need Weltkrieg-era tank. No, let's not do that. We need infantry equipment for sure. And we also need maybe support equipment. I have not looked at our division. Divisai de Infanteria. My Portuguese is a bit rusty, as in I don't speak it at all. So I don't even need the infantry equipment. Actually, we need no support equipment. We have nothing. I want this. It will be really, really nice. So let's train 2 at a time, I think. We have a bit of manpower. Let's train these guys here. And let's actually have all our guys do something interesting. We have the militias here, right? Upsala. Let's not do that. Our militias here. And Guarda Presidencial. I try naming those, but I'm not sure if I will be able to, because my Portuguese is really damn bad. We have the Guarda Presidencial here. We will have the General Mas... I will butcher that all anyway. Here's an attack guy, though. Let's have a Commando, which is interesting. It's kind of useful, really. A tank leader. Old Guard. Yeah, you can be the Old Guard guy, because you're going to guard this. The presidential palace and everything around. Brasilia is not the capital yet. It comes later in the 60s. Also, the training button is my mute button, which is really annoying. Let's get this guy here. Because I kind of want to protect the border to these guys. Our neighbors are not very well. They have to go through the nearly no infrastructure zone to attack us, these guys. And I don't think they will. They have funny hats and everything. Yeah, Ecuador, nah, Venezuela, who cares? They are Democrats even. And here we have Caribbean Confederation, which is interesting. And the Netherlands. And the only real bad guy here is this guy. So let's protect that. And let's put this then out on this thing here. Let's actually have one more unit. The production is not done yet. Let's have some artillery as well and some support equipment, and this should be actually enough. If we did that, here, support artillery, 24 artillery or infantry equipment and support equipment. Okay, let's. I kind of want inline artillery though, so let's go a bit heavier on artillery. And that should be okay. We have no steel, nothing. Our resources are really meh. We have some steel and stuff here, so I kind of want to get all of South America at some point. Oh, we have one factory more. That's even better than I thought. Let's have that. No template for what? Support, yeah, it's okay. Let's go to speed 5, and here we go. It's, yes, thank you, Kaiserreich team. Yeah, get political power. And actually we'll do that, just with the political power. I don't think take it away from me again. Yeah, they do. Of course they do. And you did a great job, yes. Yeah, it's okay. We have a stability thing here in the Kaiserreich mod. We can buff stability. No, we can buff popularity with points. No, that's actually it's automatic. I kind of want to go for something more right wing. In my last campaign, Kaiserreich mod, I played France. It was, of course, all the syndicalists ever. But here the low stability hurts ourselves a lot, and if we get more political power, that will change. Uneasy peace, yeah. What? Ah, that's actually the points you put into there, and it's fine. The political situation. Brazil's fragile First Republic has been on the brink of its and since her humiliating defeat by Argentina on the last year's war. Okay, I didn't know that. The apparent stability represented by the Café Comletit doctrine, the dominance of Brazilian politics by the landed oligarchies of Sao Paulo and Minas Gerais, is revealing itself a farce. A general dissent against the federal government becomes more and more apparent. Old rivalries between different sectors of society are awakened. Dissatisfaction by the local elites of the South and Northeast against the government in Rio, and also by the industrialists in Sao Paulo, is growing. The Conchacho, that's bullshit, bandits led by figures like Lampiao and Corisco are running rampant and harassing farmers in Ceará, Bahia and Pernambuco. The Brazilian Workers' Confederation, an umbrella organization for the syndicalist movement, is sponsoring heavy labor strikes in the southeast. Meanwhile, populist and nationalist thoughts are growing among the army and the middle class. Not even the armed forces can be trusted anymore. The tenentes, the non-partisan junior officers who organize the unities among the army during the final stages of the war, can and will be mobilized by any side of the political spectrum. Emergency elections have been called for August, and some may say that only a miracle can save democracy. Yeah, that doesn't sound fair. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he's dead. Padre Cicero. This morning, Father Cicero Romao Batista died peacefully during his sleep at the age of 92. Okay, the local leader referred as a saint by the peasantry of the northeast states was seen as an eminence Greece. Grey eminence, I think that means, by the political class in the Ceará acting as a neutral mediating party in disputes. Okay, whatever, dead. So that will explode very quickly into total chaos, will it? What? The Brazilian Communist Party dissolves itself. What? This morning, the small city of Cruzeiro, Sao Paulo, was visited by the remaining leaders of Brazilian Communist Party, PCB, Partido Comunista Brasileiro. I hope I pronounced that more or less correctly. As they organized the clandestine Fourth Party Congress, founded in 1922, and much presented on the very early days of the labor movement. The PCB is now a shadow of its former self, as a great party, as a great part of its leaders and members have moved to other movements and parties such as the Workers' and Peasants Bloc, Bloco Operativo, I don't even try, a Brazilian Workers' Confederation, etc., and the Revolutionary Party, etc. The strict adherence to the old Soviet Bolshevist doctrine by the party inner circle is seen by most as the main reason for its failure. With this in mind, the grump of the blah blah blah, okay, they're dead. Who cares? But we are export oriented, are we? Yes, that's very nice. Gives research bonus. We are exporting lots of our stuff, but it's mainly rubber anyway. So who cares, right? So stockpile say minus 2,000. I kind of want to buy some steel. A little steel. Hey, no, I actually buy from the German Empire. Why not? Buy one. Because that's good enough to produce at least our guns. And the rest we need to construct things. I'll check for October. Okay, well. What? Major industrial strike in Sao Paulo. Today, the Brazilian Workers' Confederation, led by Gildo Pereira, announced a major strike in Sao Paulo. All industry has stopped producing as most of the city's workers have... Stopped producing as most of the city's workers have joined the movement. The picketeers are demanding a complete review of the labor laws, instituting a common minimum wage for all states and the workers' rights. And other workers' rights, the organization is willing to negotiate. Give in. No, they're bandits. I want to hear these guys to gain traction. And see what happens there. We go into civil war, I think. Black Monday, here we go. My God, yeah. On the 3rd of February 1936, the London Stock Exchange stopped sinking. It plunged, fueled by the instability of the market panic. Selling erupted as soon as the stock market opening on Monday morning. It took well into the night for the teleprinters to stop spotting out the results of what became known as Black Monday. When the results have been analyzed, it was clear that the situation had only got worse. The shock of this unprecedented economic catastrophe will, no doubt, be felt in the entire world, yeah. My God! And now we can do this stuff. And let's go down this stuff here and go for actually a mixed economy and things like that. There's a lot of economic power to gain, which I really would like. And no socialism crap, please, this time. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, yeah, good luck. We have a war here brewing. That will be smashed by the Dominion of India, I guess. Oh God, it's so bad. And our two guys here are not the best either. Yeah, this guy and the other one is hurting. Mainly him. Go, go. We have to recover. Maybe I should have waited for Black Monday to happen. Our stability has to recover and everything else. Meanwhile. Okay, that's great. Please guys, buy our rubber, we need factories. It would be too nice. And here we go. Uneasy peace. Army experience 10, which is nice. And let's go for the lessons of Black Monday and political power. Uh-huh. Nope, lessons, of course, first. This takes how long? Yeah, 70 days as well. Yeah, and these guys have to win. Meanwhile, other stuff will come down in the United States and here in Europe pretty soon. And here, this will be powder kegs all over the planet. Which they did well. There's more going on all over the planet. And this wonderful little mod. Come on. 50 days. Let's do it like this, actually. Electronical mechanical engineering. Yay! Let's go for the next research time. I have nothing to research here yet, so whatever. New guns would be really nice. Let's actually go for the better guns. We need some better tools to kill people. Very nice. And soon we can do the next thing, which will be basically this. Civilian factories. Research bonus for industry. Infrastructure and a factory, I guess, go for the productive power. And then see what's down here and what happens. And then Paulista Metropolis. Research slot. Pretty please. And then here taming the jungle and stuff like that would be really nice as well. Just to get Brazil up to speed. And like kill the entire Amazonas and whatnot. The Marklik declared war on Mongolia, which is interesting at least. You rumble that out, please. Have fun. They declared the next war and the next war. Okay. Good luck with that, I say. Oh. The Allgemeine Ostasien-Gesellschaft declared war on the Republic of China. Okay, they are here. This is basically... Gesellschaft is a company, basically. Yeah, board of directors, here you see it. Like, what? But they do that. They've made it a company. Just kind of cute. Good luck with that. So Germany is in trouble, kind of. We have one more division, which is really nice. Infantry equipment is being produced, very nice. Basic machine tools, very nice. This is even ahead of time. Let's go for concentrated industry. Lessons of Black Monday, very nice. Political power, 50. Industrial recovery. Land reform we cannot do. Because we have no paternal autocrats and stuff like that. In government we get this. Yeah, let's go there. Let's get the research slot down there, please. That'd be really nice. And halfway through with the first factory. Yay. From trade, we get one factory from one outside power, which is nice. Somebody is buying some shit. Which is neat, I guess. Yeah, we can actually change the template. Like this, guys. You get engineering equipment here, please. Support equipment, that is. Yeah. And with artillery, some of it. The production of artillery is going up as well, which is pretty neat. Need kind of more resources for that, but that will we'll get there at some point. First, to get out of the rough water. That's what you do in the first 2 years or so. It's a trading line here from the German Reich, from a wonderful Wilhelmshaven port. That's actually where I live here. In Weser-Ems, yes. In Oldenburg, this is Wilhelmshaven, the city. It's a shores with a wonderful submarine fleet back in the day. Emirate of Afghanistan, and then you have White Peace. Okay. Who cares? How many divisions you got? More than I have. So we'll have elections in the 2 months or so. And we'll go full-blown ALB, or whatever this is. I think. I think it's actually an I. AIB. Yeah, Aixa Integralista Brasileira, whatever. Construction 1, very nice. This will be ahead of time. Let's not go for that. Let's actually start on this. Superior firepower, I really like. We have here for integrated artillery some bonuses. I always go for that. It's just what I do. We could actually go for tanks as well. Modern Blitzkrieg, huh? Yeah, no. Firepower. So first industry that we can actually build some stuff. Yes. September. Build me a factory, you filthy bastards. Here, just in case. Don't forget. Look at this, with boats. Battleship and some destroyers and a cruiser and stuff. It's so cute. Here, convoy escort, do it. Why not? I mean, we have the ships. Industrial recovery, hey. Oh, military factory. And here goes... So we don't have this. Otherwise we could skip that. We don't have socialists in the government, which is okay. Research bonus for industry would be really nice. But yeah, we have that, obviously. Then we have to decide on one of these. I actually like the mixed capital economy. Like you give the industry some guidelines and like not plan everything, but plan a bit. Italy had that for a long time after the Second World War. It's not a, we call it actually Kommandowirtschaft, like you give a command, like in, okay, let's stop this for a second while I finish my train of thought. It in the Soviet Union, it wasn't really a planned economy as it was a commando. You gave a command from the party. It wasn't planned. It was like, you need this, do it. And that's wrong. It doesn't work. But if you plan like half of it, like you have incentives, like you do this, we need this and this margins at this and this time, build so and so much cornfields, whatever, I don't know. It's much more sensible if you're not a hardcore. Communist is the wrong word. Yeah, I'll get deeper into that when I actually do a podcast or whatever at some point. So, the presidential elections, due to the unstable political situation in our country, especially after our defeat in the Platine War, emergency elections have been called for the 1st of August, which is 5 days ago. 4 main coalitions are disputing. First, we have the election ANL, National Liberation Alliance. It is these guys here, Radical Socialists. A broad front of left-wing parties composed of the Socialist Revolutionary Party and the political sides of the BOK and CBT syndicates. Next, we have the Liberal Democrats, Kratas, an ad hoc coalition of left. This is Liberal Democrats is Market Liberals. These guys PRP. This yellow guys here. Under former President Julio, not Julio, it's Julio Prestes. Call him Julio. Politically experienced and presenting themselves as a modern alternative to the present situation. Further to the right, we have the Republicanos, these guys, the guys in black. A union of conservative parties joining landowners and industrial capitalists with the right-wing forces of the military under the leadership of populist Getulio Vargas. The fourth main coalition are the authoritarian Brazilian Integrationist Action, AIB, Associação Integralista Brasileira, as nationalist and the Nationalist and Populist Party under, I don't even try, after a very passionate campaign, the elections, blah. So, do we want the Nazis to win? Or these guys? Yeah, let's go for the integralists. Yeah, whatever. So, Plinio Salgado is the new president. Yeah, way to go, buddy. The people of Brazil have chosen a change. Plinio Salgado, they call him General Salgado, I guess, is the new president. El Presidente. No more politics will be... what? No more politics will be dominated by the interests of a small ruling class. We also are fed up with harassing by the syndicalist bandits. The decadent and unpopular government will be rebuilt from scratch according to our ideology. Oh god. However, it would be wise to form a coalition government with like-minded politicians. Inviting a more far-right elements of the armed forces would be a nice move, according to some. Others, however, believe in striking a deal with Getulio Vargas Republicans. Their populist ideas actually much similar points. We get 10%, or we get 5%, and... oh, we get actually construction speed and stuff from that. Or the hardliners. These guys. They actually give them bonuses. I think I want like this. No. Do we want to tinnitus? Whatever these guys are. Let's get the grey guys in. Yeah, just for the bonuses. I like that. Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened? Okay, we won the elections. We have 50%. This is very nice. We have the conference going. Okay, this is interesting. It's very interesting looking as well. Yeah, we have to get party popularity over 50%. That would be nice. Integralist Brazil. Okay, the unsellable coffee. Why? The landed oligarchs of Sao Paulo have presented us with an issue. Okay, that's nice. Present us, please. With coffee prices falling day by day on the international markets, farmers are filling their warehouses with more and more unsellable harvests. And now they've come to ask us to help them out of this. Interesting. According to our economists, if you don't act now, the depending agricultural crisis will end up affecting other sectors of the economy. These landowners aren't sure if they can trust they coming into list order. So this may be our chance to establish some ties with this class. Mainstream opponents with the AEV, however, is that we must keep our distance from old-styled paternalistic politicians. Burn, coffee, burn. Very cruel person I am. It's fine, don't worry about it. And infantry equipment 1. But I think we have a bonus on something here. And 36, you actually want mechanical computing as well. This... No, I don't have this completed yet. Let's go for the mechanical computing. It's a something. Why? What have I done? Yeah, anyway. 30 minutes episodes, round about 30-35 minutes every episode, once a day, if I can keep up with this. And similar so stupid. What have I done? Maybe I have to do a second playthrough. It's just... Anyway, please like and subscribe. Like and comment, of course. It's very important for the first episode of playlist I putting all the stuff into. And then I see you guys tomorrow for the next episode. Let's go. I'm not actually sure if I want this. Anyway, it's fine. Let's go with this. Let's roll with this shit. Let's integral everything. Fucking hell. Anyway, see you tomorrow.